comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I'm here to talk about my good friend Comic Uno's own comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. That's right, guys. This is published by Short Fuse Media. And I just want to say, first off, before I actually review this book and give my honest opinion about it, I just want to give my hats off to Kat. I think she's done a wonderful job. There's no way I could have done this. She's gone all out. She went on YouTube, found someone. She got Short Fuse. They got together. They collaborated. They worked really hard to put this book together. And again, that in itself is amazing. So great job there, Kat. And now I'm going to give you my review on this book. And everybody else, if you're interested, you can go to Short Fuse Media and pick up this book. This was all done by Kickstarter, so awesome stuff. So this book is written by Kat, and she edited it. And it's also, the pencils are done by, inks and pencils are done by Wayne A. Brown. And I thought the colors and the pencils in here were pretty good. I feel that at times the art was a little bit consistent. For instance, I feel that facial expression on here by Casey is beautiful, really intense. You can see she's pissed off at her father, which is invulnerable. And you can see everyone's like hovering over him and loving him and like, oh God, I love you, you know. And she hates that. And as you flip through the artwork in this book, we can see like the beginning of these pages are really well done. I'm really into the artwork on here. I love the paneling and the layouts in here too. I thought that was awesome. You just see little panels and big panels. They kind of overlap each other. I thought that was really well done. Certain things like being nitpicky when it comes to all the kids at their school, their costumes. I wasn't fond of the brown color. Kind of reminded me, I guess, of Girl Scouts or something like that, or Boy Scouts, some brown type of thing that I felt that maybe a better a color would have been chosen for the outfits, and maybe to kind of fit the book, you know, have like the girls wear red as their as their uniforms, and the boys wear blue, and you know, it just kind of fits the whole red and blue theme that's going on in the book. I don't know. That's just me being picky. I just felt the brown just didn't do any justice for the characters' uniforms there. Really good, more art description here. You see Casey getting to use her powers for the first time without realizing that she has them. Cool detail with the car crashing into the actual car crashing into her. I thought that was really nice. But then at times there was other facial expressions where her friend Stephanie was almost had like her face was so thin that it was like almost skeleton-like. So I was like, wow, that's kind of different. And then there was pizza in the issue too that kind of just looked some really droopy ass pizza, and I got to see that there too. But nevertheless, that's just me being picky. I thought the overall artwork was pretty solid in here, and I enjoyed it visually. If there was a lettering issue in here that I thought maybe that could be improved on in here, was the dialogue boxes. I thought maybe the lettering could be a little bit thicker and bolder in these aspects of when you're hearing the thoughts of Casey speak, because I thought they were pretty thin, and you really have to kind of look at them to read them. So that's me being nitpicky. Of course, I'm giving a true honest review of this book. Now, the story is written beautifully. I thought it was well done. It flowed really nicely. In this story, we get to learn about our superhero here, who is the name is Invulnerable. And in the issue, we find out that Casey is the daughter of Invulnerable. And we find out that the father had left Casey and his mother just out to dry because he feels that it's more important to be a superhero, and he can't be the father and be a full-time superhero. So that's what he has to do. And in this issue, you get introduced to a cast of characters in here, and you get to meet Casey's best friend, which is Stephanie in this book, and you get to see a little bit of her boyfriend too. But as Casey sees a little boy running, trying to get his baseball, coming home from school. She pushes the boy out of the way, and the car hits her, and all of a sudden now she inherits the powers of her father, and she can't believe it. And she's like, "Curse you, Dad, curse you." And she runs back home, and you get to see some cool interactions in here with her mother. And she talks with her mother, and she goes, "Well, what about, genes? What happens if I inherit powers from Dad?" And you get to see in this issue good character interactions between her mother and Casey, and her mother just kind of sweeping it under the rug, just in denial that Casey will ever get powers from her father, and kind of just leaves Casey. And Casey is very vulnerable at this state. She can't believe that it's happened. It really shocks her. You can see that, she's all bundled up on the couch, to herself. And she feels now that she has to go and talk with her friend Stephanie. And throughout the issue now, you get to see some very funny moments in here, making Spider-Man references. We get to see Netflix references in here. And you get to see her really test out her powers. It's kind of like an origin tale type of story. Of how Casey uses her powers. Now, what she's going to do with these powers in the future, not really sure, but you get to see her experiment with them, whether it's jumping on rooftops, falling into garbage, hitting herself with the baseballs. I thought it was really awesome to see that tale, because there's nothing better than a good origin tale. And Kat will tell you that she's a fan of origin tales and teen type of shows and movies, and this book that she's written is just right up her alley. So this stays true to who she actually is. And basically you get to see an ending scene with Invulnerable, but I don't want to spoil that for you. And this was a really well done book. It's very well written. Any of my nitpicks really only have to do with the artwork in here. I thought there could be some improvements with coloring, some of the artwork, a little bit of the lettering in here, but nevertheless, I think the story was very well done. And after reading this, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really thought this was a solid issue. I can't wait to see and read issue number 2, where the story actually goes from here. But again, guys, go ahead, support Like Father, Like Daughter. I think this is a great thing, that Kat has been doing, and she's made it real, and she's kept the dream alive. So great stuff. So guys, again, Like Father, Like Daughter, 4 out of 5 stars. Probably one of the hardest reviews I've ever had to do, but I am being honest here. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Tell me in the comments below if you're interested in this book, and I'll give you any information that you need. So fans, as always, thank you, and I'll see you in the next comic book review. Take care. See you soon. Bye.